Welcome back, guys and girls, to the glorious world of Fallout 76. There is a wanted customer in our shop, and we are going to try and deal with him right off the bat. It's a level 52, but this man is a murderer, and therefore he needs to be dealt with. Or maybe he doesn't. We could just let him be, but I want to get some goodies, and I want to see what PvP is like. The rest of my squad is kind of already on the case, but we're going to head to his location and see what we can do. Thanks for the support on the past videos. Hope you guys are enjoying the Fallout 76 content. I'm gonna keep it coming for you because I actually really liked this game, and that's kind of rare for me. I find, like, often I'm disappointed, but like Spider-Man, super exceeded expectations. God of War, super exceeded expectations. Fallout 76 so far, a lot of fun. So we're on a good stretch here. We're on a good streak. Here's this guy. V.A.T.S not working so hot with him, so I'm gonna go straight up normal style. The reward is 62 caps, which honestly isn't a lot, but I will stim back there, maybe unnecessarily. No, I do not want to emote. I want to switch to my grenade and see. Oh, he's already dead. Okay. Well, what gives? The mole rat was trying to have a little bite of that dude's booty, and he is bye-bye. Or is he? What the heck? He respawned. I don't know if this is a glitch, a ghost in the system, or if he never actually was dead. I don't know which was the glitch, like the fact that he died prematurely or the fact that he popped back up and came back. Let's throw a grenade at this fool again underneath the basketball court. Not even close to a three-pointer, but we do get a little pop. Goes the weasel. He's going to head upstairs. This is actually the building we were in the first video where we played music. So this is a place I used to call home, and this guy is trying to ruin it. So let's get upstairs and finish this fool off. He does not even see me coming. Good night, good luck. Thank you for the 32 caps. Not a whole lot. Now, let's have a quick talk about... Oh, he deployed a turret. That's pretty cute. Pretty smart move there since he knew he was coming against at least three of us. Let's talk PvP for a minute. I think it's a little underwhelming. And I know that they have implemented a lot of systems to sort of discourage griefing and trolling, and that I applaud. But my personal experience with PvP is that it's not all that worthwhile. Now, a lot of people will say there doesn't need to be rewards. It's just the fact that you find someone that you're pissed off at, or you want to go cause trouble, or you want to roleplay a certain rambunctious character. But I wish there was more. Now, they can drop junk if they have it, and they can give you a few caps. But it just doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem that incentivized. Now, if there is a wanted character, if there is a murder on the map, yes, you can go silence them, because it just sort of feels like due diligence to cleanse West Virginia of the creature. But in terms of instigating a fight, it's not like you get all their gear. It's not like you get a massive reward. And if you're somewhere else on the map doing something else, and you even see a wanted character, knowing that you might... I mean, that guy was level 52, so I have to imagine that the caps were pretty high for him. But if it was like a level 7 character, am I getting like 5 caps? At that point, it's not even worth my time to fast travel. So, I don't know. I saw a lot of people say that the PvP was sort of what they focused on, and the base building was what they focused on. I personally found those aspects to kind of be underwhelming and kind of be overshadowed by the normal, quote-unquote, elements of Fallout. Exploration, quest, the acquisition and improvement of gear, character progression, leveling, special, perks. That, to me, was where I spent my time and where I spent my focus. And I sort of found the implementation of PvP and base building, or a higher level of base building than what we saw in Fallout 4. I sort of found that to be a little meh. Like, I don't know. I found the PvP to be more of a nuisance than a nice feature. And part of it, I think, is because of the systems they implemented to limit it from being frustrating, which is great. But they have de-incentivized the reasons and the rewards to a level where I don't care about PvP. And maybe they'll change as I progress through the game. Maybe some new things will rear their head and it'll make more sense. But for what I experienced and my personal, just like honest to God take, I could kind of care less about PvP right now. And again, maybe like playing in groups and there's more going on, and the server and the map are more, explored and established, and there's more at stake perhaps. But if what's at stake is just a few caps, I don't know if that even changes as you progress through the game. So I feel like it's not going to be very... Well, I think people try to make PvP a big part of it, but there's not a whole lot of motivation to me. Anyhow, we're heading down to this train station. We've got some street signs up above. Looks like this was a former highway. It's bending a little bit. It's no longer traversable, but there is another workshop down at the Gorge Junkyard. I'm gonna pass that. I don't need another base. Got full health. Dumping junk. We'll do it when we find another pre-established workbench. And we are trying to get to the airport. That's where I want to go. That final departure quest you see there. Investigate the Morgantown airport. I want to see what's up there. Because I want to learn more about the Scorched. I want to see how they feature and factor into the entire world of Fallout. You're seeing, like, occasionally some frame dips here, which I hope are not a portion of the final game. I noticed that there was a little marker with just a couple of, like it said I was a couple meters away from something and I wanted to get there, but I think it's just putting me in the region of that workshop claim. I think that's what that empty circle that set, like, yeah, see, it's just the clear enemies circle. So once you're in that range, like, the enemies are somewhere within that circle. You'll notice, by the way, that my teammates still show up on my screen, and I can monitor their health and see how they're doing, their level and whatnot, even when I'm not near, which is kind of a nifty feature. But this is sort of, I don't know how many more sections are like this, but this is a pretty open expanse of nothingness that you need to traverse. Now, when you look at the map, as we have previously, there are landmarks and notables dotted and illustrated around. I think there are more things you can stumble upon that are not given dedicated map markers, because I don't think, like, that junkyard is on the map, and I don't think, like, this train station is on the map. I'm just hoping that, I know that you need openness, and I know that you need spaces to just wander, but I do hope there's a density, so that there are plenty of places to pick through. Okay, so we now have arrived at some empty train cars. Doesn't look like there's anyone here, but I do see a building with a heart on it, so that has to be a good sign, right? The Morgantown station. Okay, so we're nearing the airport, clearly, if we've arrived at the train station for the area. Ammo machine, a Nuka-Cola machine, a little picnic set up over here. Alright, people have been here. And some nuclear warnings. Medical supplies. Okay, cool, so we can use these vending machines, but look at the prices here. 96 for a Med-X. I'm getting, what, 32 caps from killing that dude? I'm only a third of the way to buying one little piece of help. And that's where I say, like, the PvP is just weird to me. Little telephone booth, little vending machine, another stash box, and a vendor bot. But again, we don't have a ton of money. Morgantown info station here. Let's check what's up. Ticketing. Can we get a ticket? No. Alright. Tickets do not want to dispense. I don't think the trains are working very well anyways, but a cute little building here. Cool little poster in the back. And a bathroom with toilet paper and a beautiful plant. Nuka Girl on the wall. No Nuka-Cola to speak of, though. I don't know what happened to it. Everyone drank it, apparently. But you can see the little airport symbol on my mini-map. We're making our way there and moving quite quickly. A lot of Scorched up here, and they're kind of hiding out. This is an interesting place because you're going to start to see these enemies that aren't enemies. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. It reminds me a lot of the movie Annihilation. There's a scene in Annihilation towards the end. And if you've seen that movie, the Natalie Portman, weird miasma, fog, soapy bubbles, these guys should ring a bell and be familiar. It's these just petrified corpses that you hit and they fall over. They don't deal any damage. They don't explode. There's a lot of radiation around them. And again, hopefully you see the Annihilation reference. It says there's a trading post, but there's also Scorched that are hiding out, disguising themselves as these petrified corpses. So we got to be careful. That guy gave us a Rat Axe, which is real nice. Thank you very much. And he took quite a few hits from our gun. Luckily, I've got a boatload of ammo, almost quite literally, a plane full, you might say. Let's head to the arrivals terminal and see if we can find what we've been looking for at this airport and learn more about the Scorched and about what's going on here. The Overseer's next breadcrumb that she laid should live here, and it seems like, oh yes, there are a lot of Scorched here. They're only level 1, so they shouldn't be too much of a concern. I probably could have pulled out a melee weapon here, but I have so much ammo, I just kind of wanted to blow, and yeah, that was a terrible clip. Worst clip ever in Fallout 76, right there. No, could be worse. Could be way worse, right? I could have been using what do you call it? My melee weapon there. That was a bad combat encounter. I broke my arm because of it, but I stimpacked out of that injury, which is nice. And I am actually going to go with the machete because I'm wasting bullets. These guys are moving. I don't want to use V.A.T.S, and I just need to fell a whole lot of these freakers. There are petrified corpses in here. The Scorched kind of look like petrified corpses with red flowing through them. A little bit more, I guess, yellow-red, more than this bright green, but they are very similar in appearance to these petrified corpses. Except they're a little angrier. Sometimes they wear clothes, and sometimes they can even wield guns, so they do have minds of their own. They're not just mutilated messes. At least they have a hive mind. Maybe they don't have minds of their own. Maybe that's actually exactly what they don't have, but they can think enough to to grab a gun, aim, and fire. No Nuka-Cola. Are you getting the pattern here? There's just never Nuka-Cola. Okay, so this is the trading post, I think. There's a lot of like different pricing and whatnot written on the board. Keep out of the supply door. Requires a terminal. And that check-in kiosk requires more skill than I have. So I'm going to want to put some points in either hacking or whatever the category would be once I get another special, another perk card, another upgrade. Let's head upstairs, though. A little escalator leads us to the top of the terminal. It seems like a plane has fallen through one of the gates. That's convenient. And we have a lot of Scorched here. I'll take things a little slow and see if we can just get some headshots. That is a nice sneak attack for double damage. Our first encounter with stealthy moves. Nicely done there. Felt pretty freaking good. Spooked up on them. It is the month of Halloween, and they deserve to participate in the festivities. So getting scared is something I want to bestow upon them. That looks like a Scorched who had a chest burster come out of his corpse, so we'll leave him be. Looking for these mission markers. And I'm hearing a lot of weird... Oh, it's another Scorched, okay. Boom. Getting some good headshots and finishing them off. Putting the bullets to good work. After a very shaky opening into this arrivals area, we put the pedal to the metal or the bullets to the Scorched and really do good work. Alright. Fire breathers recruiting. So more volunteer work going on here. Advanced training for the volunteers. Interesting. It's going to teach us how to build camps, which is something every volunteer should know, even though I don't think it's all that necessary. Report to his campsite outside the airport for supplies and hands-on training with Miguel. Well, we know that Miguel is dead, but long and gone doesn't mean that he can't offer us a little bit of a lift. Okay. Has anyone seen Larry Pickerman? Rachel Price's announcement. Brotherhood of Steel has come and become an issue. We can dispense some rations, grab some purified water and some Instamash, as well as started this tentative plans quest to listen to more logs.
Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those Scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out.
Sounds very painful. Burning from the inside out. But those must be the petrified corpses that we're seeing. Those who just get in that stasis. That, like, sort of state of just being frozen. Okay. Nothing left in the stash. And this is sort of what I was talking about, like, information overload. Sometimes it's tough. It's like, okay, you listen to something, and then you click on something else, and it takes you away. And, like, do you want to go back to the menu and get it back? Do you want to just continue? I want to figure out what actually else is going on here. And see what is up when we exit the airport, and try to learn more about the Scorched. We also need to find some more clues to just what's going on with this main quest. And I think... Yeah, learn about the Inoculation project. That's something that we have to figure out. That's part of Final Departure there. And we need to move towards... right there, yeah. The Inoculation project. Okay, so it's in the back of the airport. There are Scorch, though, that are going to make this tough, and it looks like a lot of them. So combat is going to start to get a little bit more intense. We've got 3 Scorch in our scene, and that's where V.A.T.S does kind of help a little bit. You're trying to just manage a battlefield. 3 isn't a ton, but just because I was moving and they were moving, I wanted to make sure I got them. Also, they kind of blend in with the time of day right now. It's like a mid-afternoon type thing, and they're kind of really feeling that red-orange vibe that the sun is shining down. Challenge complete. Reach level 6. Thank you very much. That's another pack of prayer cards, but I've got things to deal with, so we'll grab that upgrade and grab that level progression and pip pop. For now, this is the communication tower, the radio tower, and there are Scorched even here. Good night, good luck. Oh my god, there are so freaking many. So you could say, like, okay, this is where, like, having teammates would come in handy. And I am burning through my supplies of ammo because of it. But, I don't know, I like tackling it solo. I think the challenge then is fun. And I think the fact that they, like, put some pressure on you pretty interesting. I cannot clear this rail. My jump is no Jordan. So we're going to go around and see if we can reach what looks like a hangar, I'm guessing. Hopefully we'll learn more about Inoculation and what they're trying to do to prevent the spread of this disease that made some people scorched and made others real rigid, petrified corpses. But there is an event starting here.
This is a top priority message.
Interesting.
Spotted an inbound cargo bot.
Ooh.
We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Okay, so obviously we have the Scorch to worry about, and that was a level 6 Scorch. They're really stepping their game up as we move towards finding out about this Inoculation. But now we also have these waves incoming because a cargo bot is descending, and I'm guessing the cargo bot is going to have a real sweet loot, or at least better guns than a pipe or whatever, right? We got to push ourselves past the pipe level, and hopefully we can fight through the lag and face off against all these Scorched. It sounds like they're shooting at, I mean, maybe they're all shooting at me, but it kind of sounds like there's others around. Maybe not. I'm going to try to deal with these as best I can and get as many headshots as we can. We pulled out the revolver for more mega damage, and it's doing good work against those level 6 Wanderers. Really working through them nice and well. I'm not quite sure where we need to go for the Inoculation. It's tough. Like, it's like, do I focus on the event that's happening? There's 13 minutes left in the event, though, so I feel like I should be able to get up here and say hello to the quest objective. It kind of looks like it's on this side. Ooh, there's diluted Rad-X. Probably should pop a stim pack soon. It sounds like something massive is coming. I hear big steps or big crunches. Here's the terminal we need, though. Inoculation project announcement. As you all know, Dr. Hudson has been continuing research in the lab at AVR Medical. While she just reported to us that she's made a significant breakthrough. It looks like an inoculation against the Scorched Plague could soon become a reality. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so study Dr. Hudson's research is, I think, the next part of the quest after Nakamura tells us. Is her research here? Scorched beasts? That doesn't sound good. This is Dr. Hudson, so we'll click through all of these things. Black wings, blood red sunset. Goodness gracious. Scorched plague. Biochemical process that takes hold. Lesions that burn with intense heat begin to form. Oh my god. Not a fun thing to talk about after I just had scarlet fever a little bit ago. We don't know enough about how to face off against the Scorched. But that completes Final Departure. We learned about her her research. We investigated her investigation. And we get the completion there. And that brings us patrolman sunglasses, some ammo, and 2 diluted stim packs along with 22 caps. And now it sounds like, ooh, anti-armor hardened 44 pistol. Ignores 50% of your target's armor. That is sweet. That comes from that quest. I'm glad I headed to the airport. I've got an ounce of prevention now, which is where we're going to try and inoculate ourselves to not become Scorched at some point in our journey. We still have this event, though. 1 wave has been defeated. There are so many of these little boys and girls just hiding amongst doctor's bags, tents, toilet paper, and petrified peoples. This is a quarantine zone, and it sounds like I've got some friends. Okay, cool. Some level 60s that are helping me out in this event. We got 4 waves to go. The next wave is descending, so Stimpack, it seems like the right thing to suck on. We'll take that and now here comes the next wave. I do have this anti-armor hardened 44 pistol, which seems pretty freaking sweet. It's got an incredible scope, but I've only got 6 shots, so I don't know if I should use it against these guys. Probably not. Okay, that was a great no-scope shot there. Another great no-scope shot. That one for the win. Okay, probably should switch off as we only have 3 bullets left. So let's go back to something a little bit more mundane. And it still can do damage. Butt shot, get him down on the ground. I also have these friendly Bethesda peoples here to help, so this should make it more palatable. We do have 4 waves to go. What is the cargo bot gonna drop? Is it gonna bring something even better than that hardened pistol that ignores armor we got from the departure quest? So it is worthwhile pursuing those big quests, baby. You can see that the gear and the goods that we get are greater than anything that we have come across yet. Ice cream, delicious. With hot dogs. Take those hot dogs. Hallelujah. It's a good day when you grab a hot dog that still looks fresh. I don't know who cooked it. It's probably been sitting there for years. It may have diseases, but I'm willing to take a chance. Photo mode makes an appearance, and we are going to say goodbye for now. Another wave is coming quick. What will the cargo bot bring? Can we keep these at bay? And how hard and intense will it get once we reach wave 5? That's what we'll find out next time. Until then, everybody, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the fall gameplay. Hit that like button. If you want more, I'll bring you 76 as soon as I can. Until then, drink so much hot. Thanks again. Fantastic day. Watch out for Scorched. Let's look for the inoculation, and we will see you all later.